Problem. So hi, good evening or good afternoon. Thank you, Sharon, for inviting me. Thank you, John, for having me. My name is Brian Ellis-Gibbs, and yes, I am pastor of Queens Baptist Church in Queens Village, 105 Precinct. And I also am the Faith-Based Community Engagement Coordinator for a nonprofit organization known as FPWA. FPWA is formally known as the Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies. It is a 95-year-old organization. It began with the need for child welfare in the Protestant communities. The Jewish community had UJA for its children. Catholic Charities the Catholic community had Catholic Charities for their children, and there was a need for welfare and programs for the children of Protestant communities. And so Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies was a leader in caring for the children and the most vulnerable in those communities. Over the past 4 to 5 years, under the leadership and direction of Jennifer Jones Austin, who is the current executive director, it has moved from child welfare issues to policy and advocacy around anti-poverty. So I like to say the front line for FPWA is legislation. We do a lot of advocacy work with City Council, with the Mayor's office, as well as we have gone to Albany and done a lot of advocacy with a state assembly and state senators as well. And so we are a federation. We are a membership organization. We have over 200 member organizations. The base of our organizations is nonprofit community-based organizations, which provide a lot of direct services to the communities throughout New York City. We also have faith-based organizations who are also members, and all of those work together for networking purposes, for making sure that services are covered throughout the city, but also, again, going back to advocating for just and fair policies. We believe in upward mobility, we believe in shared prosperity, and we believe that all New Yorkers, especially those who are most vulnerable, who have been invisible, who have been neglected, receive the services and the opportunities that all other New Yorkers receive. So some of the issues, and I know I'm on a time limit, so I want to just get into it. Some of the campaigns that we have been such as worker co-ops. So we've been a part of a coalition who has established worker co-ops, and worker co-ops are where individuals are able to own their own business, and they go into business with others, and the shares and the wealth stays among the owners of the business. And so you have building income and wealth among those who may not otherwise have been able to build income in a regular job with minimum wage and so forth. There is the day laborers campaign that we've worked to build day laborers centers throughout the city, making sure that day laborers know their rights and that they are protected and operate under the protections that are provided for them. There is also, which is not only city but also statewide, Restore Opportunity campaign, which really focuses on the nonprofits. As you might know, the federal government has cut a lot of funding, and that has impacted the state budgets. The state budgets have been cut, and that impacts what? The city budgets. But a lot of who gets hit hardest are those organizations that provide the direct services. And so we're pushing that the government would fund the nonprofit organizations that they have contracts for, that they would fund them, and that they would fund them well. A lot of the people who work in these direct service organizations are not getting paid an equitable salary, but they're doing a lot of work, and important work, for people who are vulnerable, for people who are in need. And so we are pushing legislation and pushing that the government invest a certain amount of money into these nonprofit organizations, making sure that the quality of services is there and making sure that the people who provide the services are well paid. And so those are the kind of things we do. We also provide advocacy training. We also have, on the faith-based side, we have a faith-based fellowship for faith leaders to really engage them in terms of helping them to build their capacity to advocate not only as a faith leader, but also going back to their communities and building up the faith communities, because a lot of, many of you all might be a part of a faith community, and so there is a strong voice and strong numbers in the faith community to advocate for fair and just policies. And also, there is membership. And so there are some benefits of being membership. One of the benefits is we have GPS, which is group purchasing services. So if an organization is in need of some services, we have contracts and relationships with businesses, which will provide discounted services for your organization. And so that's just kind of that in summary. I've got cards. Because I want you all to reach out, and I want to reach out to you to provide more information. We do have a website, which is fpwa.org, fpwa.org. Now, we also do a lot of coalition work. Right now, we are exploring the coalition around immigration. We don't do direct immigration work, though, but we do work in coalition because we're more on the side of anti-poverty in terms of economic equity. And so the immigration issue, it is a poverty issue, but it's also not a poverty issue. So we're more so in coalition with those who are supporting the immigration efforts, in particular, protecting those immigrants because we are a sanctuary city.